Okay, let's pop over to R2 real quick. What I want to do here is check out what I was talking about earlier about the password length. So let's do an enable secret Cisco. So that's 5 letters. You really shouldn't use Cisco. Takes it, and now let's do two things. Let's do AutoSecure, and I told you had those options of the no interactive, and we've already seen that. But we also have the ability to just secure the management plane or the forwarding plane. In this case, we'll do management. We're not going to worry about the forwarding plane here. And under the management is going to be our banner, our well, hopefully our damn passwords. That's what I want to show here. But you're not going to get all of the AutoSecure dialog that you would have got if you would have just hit enter, because you're not touching the forwarding plane. We're just going to say no, that's not connected to the internet. And you can see we get our banner. I'm going to make this quick and dirty. Just put banner. I'm going to try and spell it right. Enter the new enable password. Notice something there. Remember last time I went through this, it wanted the enable secret password first. Now it's just asking for the enable password. And the difference between those is that the enable secret is it's got that hash, that MD5 hash, so you won't be able to see that, whereas enable is not by default encrypted. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. Anywho, let's try Cisco here. No, it must be 6 characters. So let's put Cisco 1. That's 6 characters. Cisco 1. And oh god. So you can see here this is all related to management. So like accessing the router. Sorry, I have trouble typing and talking at the same time. And it's going to ask us for the login block stuff, and we'll just go with what we had before. No. And it shows us what it's going to throw on there. Let's go ahead and hit yes. So what I wanted to show you was that it won't screw you up. We did have a 5-character enable secret password. I mean, I could show you that here. I could do disable, which knocks you out of privilege level 15. Actually, I think it puts you down into 1 or 0, 1. So in order to get back into privilege level 15, I have to type, enable. Just type en. You're just going to have to trust me here. CISCO. I'm not typing 6 characters. I hit enter. It works. I was a little concerned that if you had pre-existing passwords that were less than the minimum password length, and if we do a show run, include min, should show us that that is configured. So it does throw this on here. It says, our passwords must be at least 6 characters in length, which Cisco isn't, but since that password was already configured on there, it did not apply to that password, so it won't bone it up. I thought maybe that it would. And one last thing, just for the sake of completeness, let's go over to R3 and AutoSecure. So we've entered AutoSecure with no options, which does both the management and the forwarding plane. We've done no interact, which doesn't ask you any questions. It just goes ahead and does its thing. And then we just did the AutoSecure management, which deals with passwords, accessing the router, banner, stuff like that. Let's do forwarding. Interesting. So you could do forwarding. I didn't know this until just now. You could do forwarding, no interact, and just do the forwarding plane without being asked any questions. But I just wanted to show you, there is a slight difference in what's being asked. Still going to ask you if you're connected to the internet. We're going to say no in this case. And you can see it doesn't ask you about banners or passwords, and we're on R3, so this just has a bare minimum. It doesn't have an enable password configured, none of that stuff. And it goes directly to, do you want CBAC firewall? And I'm saying no. This might be this. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. Apply this configuration. So you can see not a lot here because we didn't configure CBAC. All it's really doing is putting on TCP intercept, and that's actually kind of cool that it creates an access list and enables IPsec, which was enabled anyways. So we'll go ahead and hit yes. So basically that's the difference between, and if we do a show auto secure config, that's it, half a dozen round commands. So you can see that the forwarding, the difference between configuring AutoSecure for the forwarding and AutoSecure for the management. And just to show you, let me do this, disable. And I'm in privilege level 1 again. If I hit enable, you'll notice I will not have to put in a password because I don't have an enable password on there. So generally it's best to do both, to just go ahead and hit enter. But if you just want to do one or the other, you have that option. So to auto-secure or not to auto-secure, that is, well, paraphrasing Bill Shakespeare. As I mentioned, AutoSecure is a blessing and a curse. The big advantage is that you can use a single command to harden your router. Again, it also throws on some stuff that you need to be aware of, such as the local username database, so that you at that point cannot get in via the console port without knowing the username password combination. You want somebody that at least knows a little bit to be doing this, not just some brainless server monkey. Sorry, that was uncalled for. I would say that if you were going to use this, I would set it up in a lab. If you don't have that capability, if you don't have a lab, or how I would use it, two different ways. One, if you've got a fresh out of the box router and you've just put the minimal config on there, like your IP addresses, go ahead and do it at that point. Just be aware that you're going to need to know that username, password, and the enable password and all the stuff that you're configuring there. What I would not do is just go out to your existing devices and go to your pointy-haired boss and say, hey boss, I've got a security policy that I just cooked up. It's great. I've got these 86 commands. I'm going to shut down all these services that we're not using. He's like, wow, you're a genius. I thought you just played World of Warcraft and masturbated, but no, you're actually doing some network administration. The problem with that is if you're putting this on routers that have a configuration that's fairly in-depth, there's a good chance you are going to disable something that you need. So if you want to do that, or if you just want to use this as a learning tool, which is actually a good suggestion, then the second paragraph on this slide is what you're going to want to look at. Just go ahead, do the auto-secure, and then afterwards do the show auto-secure configuration. Cut and paste those commands into Notepad. Go ahead and then roll back the auto-secure with the reload, or like I said, the mystery rollback command that may or may not exist. And what you can do then is go ahead and research these, review them. You may say, oh crap, no, we do want CDP running on here, so I don't want to issue that. Or what are the UDP and TCP small servers? Is there something that we use this for? Is there any reason why I should have this on? And then whittle it down from there, customize it to what you actually need, and then just go ahead and paste it in. And then you can use this, like I said, for hardening your router, or even just as a learning tool. I mean, go get either a Dynamips router like we've used here, or a spare router, and issue this command. Then take a look at what the show auto-secure configuration shows, and then research those. That's a good way to find out, So A, it shows you how to configure certain services. B, it shows you what services may or may not be running on that router, and some of them might be a surprise. And then C, it gives you an opportunity to go out and research these services and find out what they do. So that's AutoSecure, the quick and easy way to go ahead and harden your router. Thanks once again for joining me in the Packet Lab. As always, I hope this is beneficial, and I hope to see you again here soon. Thank you.